Alright, hello there, haven't seen you in a while. There is a reason for that though. Like recently my life has been looking like this, or that, or this. I'm actually currently in Reykjavik, Iceland, again for a business trip, and that gave me an idea. I want to show you what I usually bring with me on a business trip to make me be a more successful presenter. So, without further ado, let's start. The first thing I bring with me is my trusty laptop. In this case, a 16-inch MacBook Pro M1 Pro, I guess. It's not the top of the line. It does the job. I've never had a complaint with it. Maybe the only thing is it's a bit too heavy. I would go with the 14-inch next time. But yeah, tool of the trade. This is where I build my presentations. This is where mostly I edit my videos. And it has been serving me well for the past more than 2 years. Excellent machine. Second thing I bring with me is my trusty little iPad. I chose an iPad because it can serve multiple purposes, but there is one main reason why I bring this with me, and that is to extend the screen on my laptop, basically have a second screen. The reason for that is I like to have my presentation view on one screen and the actual presentation on the other. If I'm doing demos, I still like to have two separate screens. That's what I mainly use it for. Why an iPad? Why not an external screen? Well, I also use it to watch TV shows on the plane. Two birds with one stone. You could get an external monitor, it will do the exact same thing. Up to you. Third thing I bring with me. Something that's extremely important, especially if you're gonna be having video calls while you're away. In a lot of cases, people would rely on their headphone microphone, and I cannot stress enough how that's a bad idea. What I usually do is I actually bring a separate microphone. In this case, I'm actually using the RØDE Wireless GO II. It's an excellent lav mic. I'm currently wearing one. I have two. I usually use them when I shoot videos, but they're excellent when you have video calls as well. You can connect them to your laptop. You can connect them to your phone even if you wanted to. So, an excellent piece of kit. There are some cheaper options, but I would strongly advise you to have an external microphone, a good quality one, that you can use while away. Speaking of headphones, this is what I use. Those are my AirPods Pro. I used to use the Bose QC3500, I guess. One of those noise cancelling over the ear ones. I still use them at home. They're just a bit too bulky when traveling and they kind of just get in the way. So I switched to this. Much easier, much simpler. The next thing I bring is one of the things that I found needing the most and never having access to wherever I go. This is a presentation clicker. Now I am using the Logitech Prezi something, I don't even know what it is, but it's one of the more simpler ones you can pick. It has only 3 buttons, a pointer, next slide, previous slide, stuff like that. Extremely nice, extremely easy to use, and it has saved my life more than once. You probably guessed it already, but next thing I always bring with me, since I'm using this, I would probably have the need for this. This is the infamous dongle. When you're using MacBooks, you might need something like this because the world is still using USB 2.0, so you might need to connect something. Even my clicker isn't 2.0, so I still need this even for myself. But in most places, if you need to connect an external something, you will need this. You don't always need to, but it's a very good idea to have that in your backpack. Even if you're not using a MacBook, have one. You can lend it to a friend. And the last thing I usually bring is a notebook and a pen. Software notes never beat hardware ones. Wherever you do, you will need to take some notes. I still rely on pen and paper. It works. It never fails. So, get one. All right, concluding thoughts. When you're on the way and you want to be a successful presenter, you need to have confidence in your own tools, right? Your own laptop, your own iPad, your own clickers, and so on and so on. In a lot of places, they will make you use the hardware that's available there. I'm strongly against that. A good presenter knows their tools and tries to eliminate all unknowns they can when they present. And presenting when things that you don't really know, that you haven't used before, can be a problem, can introduce unknowns in the whole equation, and can introduce fails. Build a toolkit that works for you and take it everywhere you go. That's it. Till the next one. One more thing. The camera that you're going to use. You can use the one on the laptop, but normally those aren't the greatest option. So what I would greatly suggest is using your phone. If you have a MacBook and an iPhone, it's a seamless integration. And if you have an Android, then there are apps for that as well. Thing is, better camera equals better image. People are gonna like you more. Trust me on that.